Mommy.
Hello, good evening, all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, sir.
In last class, Avogadro's hypothesis completed, no? Check your notebooks.
Sir, you just give introduction to it, sir.
I didn't give a statement. Avogadro's hypothesis statement.
Sir, you gave.
You gave
Yes,
the
sir, you gave
statement, sir.
statement.
Okay, then right subheading applications of Avogadro's law.
Sir, is tomorrow's test confirmed like it's tomorrow only?
Yeah, tomorrow only.
So subjective.
Subjective test, yes.
So what time would it be?
Timing, sir will decide tomorrow. Today I'll discuss.
So when is it?
Tomorrow you have how many classes?
Two.
2 classes you have. Okay, I will discuss with sir about timing.
Sir, how it will be conducted, sir?
Or online video only. I will observe you.
Okay,
You have
sir.
to on video.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
first one is calculation of atomicity of
Should we turn on
elementary
our
gases.
camera now? Sir?
Yes?
Sir, should we turn on our camera now?
Yeah.
Now?
Sir,
Not now, on exam day, tomorrow.
Sir, could we get a little bit more time? Because our online school
Sir,
classes
school
have
has
also
started for
started.
us.
So we need
start.
little
Okay.
bit more time, sir. Is
So-
that possible by any chance?
Okay. In which school you are studying?
NCFA.
NCF.
How many students are studying there?
Sir, many people.
The most
Me
of them.
also.
Most of students. Tell me your names one by one. Bhargav,
Yes, sir, NCFE.
Ananya,
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Anavadya,
Yes, sir.
Anirudh, Aryan.
No,
Sir,
sir.
No. In which
I'm in
school you are
DPS.
studying?
DPS.
Asmi,
Yes, sir. NCF.
and Harshita,
Yes, sir.
Kshiraj, Megha.
No, sir.
Megha and Kshiraj not studying in the school. Okay. Nagabhushnam,
No, sir.
Pratik,
Yes, sir.
Priyanka,
No, sir.
Risha,
Yes, sir.
Rishabh, Sri Lakshmi,
Yes, sir.
Tanisha,
No, sir.
Prajwal.
No, sir.
Okay, I think nearly 7 students are studying the same school. What is your school time, class timings in school?
Sir, 8:30 to 1:15.
1:15.
Okay, 1:15.
Yes, sir.
Okay, after that you will be free.
No, sir. After that,
And
at
then-
4 we have class till 7.
Yes, sir.
4 to 7 you have classes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Sir, on Tuesdays
So,
and
yeah,
Thursdays.
and sometimes it's from 4 to like 8:30 also.
Other students have computer here.
Okay.
And so
Okay,
even
then
I
let's
have
do one thing. In
bio
next
too.
week, in my class only I will conduct test.
Yes, sir, that will be better.
Okay.
Yes, sir,
Okay,
that'll
sir.
be better.
Yes, sir. Which day?
Next
Sir,
week I
if-
will confirm you. Tomorrow I will confirm you. I think tomorrow no exam.
Sir,
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Tell me, Nagabhushanam.
sir, you can conduct on Sunday, no, sir?
No,
Sunday.
we don't have
Sir,
time.
no,
Can
we
you
just have
understand what
continuous
it
Wait,
is?
sir, stop it.
Sir,
I
students
don't
don't
connect.
have time, please.
Quite. So next week only I will connect test. Don't worry. Monday I think we have class, right?
Yes, sir.
So Monday
Yes,
is it
sir.
fine?
At least school has started online classes, so for all of us it'll be hard.
It's very
So can you
hectic,
do it next
sir.
week?
Okay.
So it's
that's
around 9 hours a day we have to stand. We have to sit in front of the.
what, 9 hours.
Yes,
Per
sir.
day?
5 hours for school. Sometimes 4 hours for this Sapiens tuition.
3 hours is for sure in Sapiens, but for the like so at
The students,
few
yeah,
days
and
we
at
have
times.
4 hours.
Okay. Okay, then we'll see. Next week only sure I will conduct test either Monday or Wednesday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So how will you check the answers and all?
You don't worry. You send a PDF. In PDF format, you send to Harsha mobile number or send to me. I will give you my number. I will do correction. Okay. But don't
Okay.
copy.
Yes, sir.
Right. First application is calculation of atomicity of elementary gases. So what is atomicity? Anybody? Okay. Listen. Atomicity is number of atoms of that element present in a one molecule of its gaseous substance. It's called atomicity. So number of atoms present in a molecule of a substance we are calling atomicity. Suppose oxygen. What is oxygen formula? Molecular formula.
Sir, O2, so it's
O2. So its atomicity is 2. Ozone,
O3.
O3. Atomicity is now 3. Chlorine,
Cl2.
Cl2. So Cl. Bromine,
Br4.
Br2. 2 here also, sorry. Hydrogen, H2. So atomicity 2. Nitrogen, N2. So atomicity 2. Phosphorus, phosphorus is P4. Molecule is P4. So its atomicity becomes 4. Sulfur, S8. So its atomicity becomes 8. So number of atoms present in a molecule of a substance we are calling its atomicity. So this is applying for another molecule also, like compounds also, H2O, CO2, H2SO4, C6H12O6. So here also we can apply, but here we are taking the only molecule of a one element. This is, but here mixed are there. So here atomicity becomes 3, 3. This is 7. Here 24. So number of atoms present in a molecule which we are calling atomicity. So this atomicity we can calculate with the help of Avogadro's law. So first of all, write a definition of atomicity, then proof is there how to calculate atomicity. Atomicity of an elementary substance is defined as the number of atoms defined as the number of atoms of the element present in one molecule of the substance. One molecule of the substance. Okay, now apply Avogadro law. So you're taking hydrogen plus oxygen, it gives water vapor. Right. So here taking 2 volumes of hydrogen combining with 1 volume of oxygen, it gives 2 volumes of water vapor. So now applying Avogadro's hypothesis. So hydrogen plus oxygen gives rise to water vapor. See, here 1 volume is there. I am taking it having n molecules, right? It having n molecules. Because this is 1 volume only, but hydrogen is 2 volumes. So I'm taking 2n molecules. Water vapor also 2 moles, no? So 2 volumes. So 2n molecules. Next, divide the equation with, divide this with 2n. 2n by 2n. No, just a bit. Okay. 2n by 2n. N by 2n. This is 2n by 2n.
So we can't see that part of the board.
Right. Divide with 2n. On dividing throughout by 2n. So continuation steps. So 2n by 2n gives one molecule. So oxygen becomes 1 by 2 molecule. This becomes again one molecule. So this step is crucial. See, one molecule of water contains water vapor. One molecule of water vapor contains a half molecule of oxygen. Half molecule of oxygen. But one molecule of water contains one atom of oxygen. See, according to this, one molecule of water contains half molecule of oxygen. This is half molecule of oxygen. But actually in water molecule, H2O, one molecule of water having one oxygen atom. So now equating both. Half molecule of oxygen is equal to one atom of oxygen. So now one molecule of oxygen is equal to 2 into 1, 2 atoms of oxygen. So calculated. So now one molecule of oxygen having 2 atoms. So atomicity of oxygen is 2. So by this way, calculating atomicity of other elements also.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, before Avogadro's hypothesis, did scientists not know that oxygen had 2 atoms?
Yeah. No, before that. Yeah, before that they know. Because according to based on the mass, based on that mass number they calculated.
Okay, sir.
Because you know, laws of combinations are given before the Avogadro's hypothesis. By that time only they know how many, how much mass of an atom having. But they don't know how many electrons, protons, this and all present. Just they calculate only mass. Final conclusion, atomicity of oxygen is equal to 2. So write on tabular form. Molecule of element, atomicity. Molecule of element is O2, 2, ozone, O3, 3, hydrogen, 2, nitrogen, also 2, phosphorus, 4, sulfur, 8. and noble gases and metals 1 only. Noble gases and metals having atomicity 1.
Sir, so sulfur has the greatest atomicity.
Yeah, we have other also. Carbon atom are having more than 8. Carbon, it having C60 also. Carbon 60 atoms. In case of diamond and graphite, it having more than that.
So,
Yes.
so you divided by 2n because you got 2n in the product, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is not mandatory. Whatever we are using, that's we can go through any way. Here, yeah, 2n is there. Number of molecules we got 2n. That's why yes, correct. You got product 2n molecule. That's what divided with 2n. It's completed the tabular form.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, completed.
Okay, second application is to find the relationship between molar mass and vapor density of a gas. Vapor density of a gas.
So,
Yes, tell
I
me.
had a doubt, not from here. So the radius of electron and proton has been discovered or not?
No.
No.
No, not discovered. Still now we don't know what is the size of the particle also. How we can discover radius? We don't know how it is the shape.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See, do you know specific gravity definition? Anybody? Specific gravity.
Sir, what, sir?
Specific gravity.
Is that gravitation constant or what?
Okay, okay. That is related to density term. See, so density of iron, it has some density. Even water also have some density, right? So density of a substance by density of water, it's called specific gravity. No need to write, just listen for this. Density of substance divided by density of water, it gives a specific gravity. Actually, density having
Sir, it is
units.
relative
Isn't it
density. no, sir?
relative?
Hello. Hello.
Is the density of water in 4 degrees Celsius?
Yeah, 4 degrees Celsius. Then
Sir,
it
this
will
is
become.
relative density.
Yeah, that's only we are calling specific density. Relative or specific gravity density or specific gravity we are calling. Okay, here in the same type we are using in vapor density formula. Vapor density is equal to density of gas divided by density of hydrogen. So we are comparing the density of any gas with the density of hydrogen. So I'm modifying this mass of the given volume of the gas at STP, mass of the given volume of the gas at STP divided by say mass of same volume of H2 at STP. Yes, we may write now this. Density of the gas divided by density of hydrogen is equal to mass of the given volume of the gas at STP divided by same mass of, mass of same volume. We are maintaining both are same volumes. So suppose this given volume of a gas having n molecules, hydrogen also having same number of molecules. That's only Avogadro law says. Equal volumes of gases contain equal number of particles under the similar conditions of temperature and pressure. So now this mass term I am converting into terms of number. Mass
So,
of n molecules of the gas. Tell me.
Sir, so the Avogadro's law has not been considered wrong till now, right?
Avogadro's law?
This law which you had stated is not considered wrong till now, right?
It's considered, no?
Sir?
It's considering.
No. I'm saying that has this law, like the other laws, been like considered wrong, and there has been a new development towards the law?
Okay, that is Berzelius law is there. That is not considered.
I'm talking about Avogadro's law.
Avogadro's law is the correct law, ma. It's not
correct,
having any,
right?
yeah, it's correct. It's not having any limitations.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I was asking.
No, it's correct one. From this only mole concept is developed. So mass of n molecules of the gas divided by mass of n molecules of hydrogen.
So it's molar mass by 2.
Yes. Correct only. Mass of n molecules of the gas, it's molar mass only. So now instead of n molecules, I am writing one molecule. That's also accepted. So mass of one molecule of the gas divided by mass of one molecule of the hydrogen.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I had some network issues. Could you explain from that vapor density from where you've written?
So vapor density formula is
again.
Okay. This is the formula. Vapor density is a density of a given gas. You may take any gas, hydrogen, oxygen, or any carbon dioxide, or even ammonia, whatever the gas. That's the density divided by, we are writing density of hydrogen gas. This is a formula, vapor density. However, we are writing a specific density. Specific density, we are writing density of a substance divided by density of water. Same here also, vapor density is equal density of a given gas divided by density of hydrogen gas. So that is actual formula, that is.
So what is STP?
Standard temperature and pressure. Means we are maintaining at 0 degree centigrade and 1 atmosphere pressure. These conditions we are saying STP.
Sir, I have a doubt regarding the subjective test.
Hmm.
Sir, will we have like level 2 difficulty kind of questions?
No, only board level questions. Concept and
and
problems are only board
numericals
level.
also.
Numericals also it have.
Okay.
Numericals also and only board level.
Sir, how many questions, sir?
Overall 30 marks paper, 15 questions will be there. 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark questions.
So 1 hour 15 questions.
Yeah, 1 mark 5 questions.
No, sir,
2
for
mark
how much
also 5
time?
questions. Time 1 hour. 3 mark also
Okay.
5. 15. Total 30 marks. Okay, next. Vapor density is equal to mass of molecule of a gas. So instead of that, we can write molecular mass. Molecular mass by mass of one molecule of the hydrogen is 2.
2 units.
Yeah. So now it is vapor density. So molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. So this derivations are not asking, but this formula is more useful while solving problems. So instead of this, molecular mass is equal to 2 into Vd. Writing shortcut like this. Molecular weight is equal to 2 into vapor density. Hello? Huh? What? It's completed?
Yes, sir.
The last line, below molecular mass equals to 2 into
Vapor density.
vapor density. What is it written? MWT.
No. MWT means molecular weight.
MWT.
Molecular mass only, right? Into 2 into Vd. Vd means vapor density.
Okay, sir.
Okay, next application. To find the relationship between mass and volume of a gas. Okay, see here. This formula only we are using. Molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. Yes, this is modified as 2 into here vapor density I am writing mass of certain volume of a gas at STP. It's visible, divided by mass of same volume of hydrogen gas. H2 at STP. Now 2 into here mass of certain volume. I am taking for 1 liter. Mass of one liter of the gas at STP divided by mass of 1 liter of H2 gas at STP. Hydrogen gas at STP. So 2 into mass of 1 liter of the gas at STP divided by mass of 1 liter of hydrogen gas is 0.089 grams. 0.089 grams. On calculation it gives 2 divided by 0.089 gives 22.4 liters. Into mass of 1 liter of the gas at STP.
Sir, could you explain this once again?
Yes, just right, later I'll explain. Final step. Molecular mass, you may take molar mass also. Molar mass is equal to 22.4 liter of the gas at STP. You see here vapor density formula is density of a given gas divided by density of hydrogen. So density of a gas, I am writing this. Mass of a certain volume of a gas at STP divided by mass of same volume, because we are maintaining same here. Vapor density means same volume of gases we have to take. Mass of same volume of hydrogen gas at STP. So here certain volume I said. Instead of certain volume, I am considering 1 liter. So mass of 1 liter of the gas at STP divided by mass of 1 liter of hydrogen gas at STP. So 2 into mass of 1 liter of the gas at STP divided by mass of 1 liter of hydrogen gas is this is 0.089 grams. 2 divided by 0.089 grams gives 22.4. So 22.4 into mass of 1 liter of the gas at STP. So now you take molecular mass or molar mass. It gives 22.4 liter of the gas at STP. That means at STP conditions, 1 mole of any gas, you take any gas, hydrogen, oxygen, any gas, it occupies 22.4 liters. Whatever the gas you may take, but it must be dried gas. So from this only one definition is given.
So this derivation won't be asked in exam, right?
No, won't ask.
Okay.
This final formulas are useful in competitive exams. 22.4 liter of any gas. .4 liter of any gas at STP weight equal to the molecular mass of the gas expressed in grams. Expressed in grams. This is called GMV, gram molecular volume. So this definition again comes in mole concept. There with examples I will explain you this one. Yes, completed definition. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next put subheading mole concept. And this concept is linked to all physical chemistry chapters. electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, that is 12th standard chapters, and even equilibrium, thermodynamics, states of matter. In all this chapter, this mole is linked. It's very important part. And in JEE and sometimes advanced also, directly questions are asking from this mole concept. Concept is easy, but problems only two difficult problems giving. See, this mole is actually defined in three ways. One is in terms of mass, in terms of number, in terms of volume. First, we will see in terms of mass. Mole in terms of mass. Okay. See, the amount of the substance which must be equal to its gram atomic mass if the substance is atomic, or the amount of substance which is equal to its gram molecular mass if the substance is molecular. That's mole in terms of mass. It is defined as amount of substance which must be equal to its gram atomic mass if substance is atomic. Or equal to gram molecular mass if substance is molecular. Substance is molecular. See, noble gases, metals, always they are exist as in the form of atoms only. I mean, atoms are not stable in their elemental form. They are exist. They contain smallest particle atoms. But if we go for some compounds like water, carbon dioxide, sulfuric acid, glucose, fructose, any proteins, here the substances exist as a molecular. Let's see examples. Very easy examples. 1 mole of hydrogen atom equal to tell me what is the mass. 1 mole of hydrogen atom. See, clearly notation is atom is mentioned. How much?
6.0.
No, don't go through number. 1 gram. I am talking in terms of mass. So 1 gram. Mass of hydrogen is 1. So 1 gram. 1 mole of oxygen atom is equal to how many grams?
16 grams.
16 grams. 1 mole of neon is equal to, neon is noble gas. It always exists as atomic only.
So 10 grams.
Neon atomic number is 10.
20,
Mass number is
20 grams.
20 grams. 20.
1 mole of sodium. It is always exist as atomic only, no doubt. So 1 mole of sodium is equal
23.
23 grams. Okay, this is if substance is atomic. Now I am writing in substance is molecular. Same example, 1 mole of oxygen is equal to. See, sometimes here not mentioning either atom or molecule. Careful listen. 1 mole of oxygen means you have to take 32 grams. Careful. So otherwise 1 mole of oxygen gas is mentioned. No doubt in gaseous state oxygen exists as O2, right? not as O. O is unstable. O2 is the stable. Oxygen is exist as always O2 only. So now how much its mass?
32.
O2
64.
32.
32, yeah.
32 grams of oxygen. So here also you may write 1 mole of hydrogen atoms is equal to 1 gram of hydrogen atom. 1 mole of oxygen atoms is equal to 16 grams of oxygen atoms. Next, 1 mole of nitrogen gas is equal to how much?
28.
28.
28 grams of nitrogen. Last one. 1 mole of hydrogen is equal to hydrogen gas. Now it is exist as molecular form. So 2 grams of hydrogen gas. Right, like further example, 1 mole of water, 1 mole of carbon dioxide. 1 mole of water is equal to, water formula is H2O. What is mass of H2O?
Sir,
18
grams.
18 grams. So 18 grams is equal to 1 mole of water.
So there's a difference between mole and molar mass.
No, that's both are same.
Then what is then?
Molar mass means mass of 1 mole of a substance we are calling molar mass.
Okay, and then what is it called when we multiply it with the Avogadro's number?
Why do we need to multiply Avogadro number? It gives number of particles. 1 mole of substance contains how many particles? And then if you multiply with Avogadro number, you can get how many particles it present. Okay, that example also I will explain in terms of number. First you see in terms of mass.
Sir,
1 mole of carbon dioxide is equal to.
sir,
Yeah.
can you please explain this once more in short only, because I got disconnected. I joined it again right now.
Okay, see here definition, once listen carefully. Amount of the substance, here we are measuring in grams only. Amount of substance which must be equal to its gram atomic mass if substance is atomic, or equal to gram molecular mass if substance is molecular. So this is atomic form. 1 mole of hydrogen atom, clearly mentioned here, atom. 1 mole of oxygen atom. 1 mole of neon. Neon, no doubt, it is always exist as atomic form only. That is noble gas. 1 mole of sodium. Sodium is metal. So that also must exist in atomic form. So that is equal to its atomic mass. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. So just writing 1 gram. Oxygen atomic mass 16. So 16 grams. Neon is 20. So 20 grams. 1 mole of sodium is equal to 23 grams. So this is okay. Next one, equal to gram molecular mass if substance is molecular. Come to water. Water is exist in molecular form, H2O.
sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes. Carbon dioxide. What is its mass? Water is 18 grams. Carbon
18,
dioxide is
44.
44. Yeah. So 44 grams of CO2 or carbon dioxide.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, I have a doubt. What if they say metalloid then?
Metalloid, same only. However, we are writing metal, we are writing metalloid also.
Okay, sir.
Metalloids also exist in the like metal form. At elemental form only they exist. If very few compounds like silicon is there, sometimes silicon exists in atomic form only, more number of silicon atoms are present. However, carbon, see carbon in some compounds having only 6 carbon, some compound having 60 carbon, some compound having 120 also. So in such cases, we can't conclude a particular number. Suppose in problems, they will give you clearly how many atoms are present in a particular species. Fine. Like silicon also. Silicon also sometimes it having more than 2 or 3. Germanium also. These are metalloids. It may contain 3, 4 also. It's not in fixed number this. Like 14th group elements and 15th group elements, these are not in fixed number. Nitrogen is fine. Remaining elements, that atomicity is sometimes increases, not 2. Maybe suppose if you see phosphorus, it having 4. Next arsenic, sometimes it contain 2, 3 also. So don't worry about this. In problematic, they will give clearly they will mention what is atomicity of molecule. But But for this normal hydrogen, oxygen, these they won't mention. Okay, right, next.
So how much is 1 mole of sodium atom?
Sodium is equal to 23 grams.
But that's sodium.
So that's what I'm saying. Sodium is always exist in atomic form only. Metals, all metals exist in atomic form. Magnesium exists in atomic form. Aluminum exists in atomic form. If you come into metalloids, those are comes under group P block. P block elements having atomicity varies. It won't maintain fixed. Only few elements like oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, these are existing fixed number. But if you go for downside element of a P block element, they won't maintain fixed number. Its atomicity varies. Okay, that will not worry about those elements. If in examination, if they give clearly, they will mention what is arsenic. Is it having 2 atoms or 5 atoms? They will mention clearly. Don't worry about this. They maintain, so like carbon is there. Carbon, some compound having 60. That's what I'm saying. Carbon sometimes only in giving elemental form. Sometimes giving in 600s also. So in this case, they will mention you how many atoms are present in a given molecule. Right. Further, 1 mole of glucose formula, right? C6H12O6 is equal to, right, mass. What? C6H12.
24.
No, in terms of mass. How
180.
much mass? 180 grams.
Oh, okay, like that. Sorry.
180 grams of glucose. So glucose, D-glucose, it is available in markets, right? That packet may having 100 grams or 200 grams.
Yes,
Suppose
sir.
it is 180 grams packet means that is equal to just 1 mole of glucose. Okay, this is in terms of mass. Next one, in terms of number, mole in terms of number. The second definition, mole in terms of number. Okay, see its definition. It is defined as the amount of substance which contains 6.023 into 10 power 23 in bracket Avogadro number. It is denoted with N suffix A. Amount of substance which contains 6.023 into 10 power 23 atoms if substance is atomic or 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules if substance is molecular. Substance is molecular. Okay, listen here. You know, one pair means we are selling 2 pieces. If it is a dozen means 12 pieces.
12.
Like Avogadro number means sorry, 1 mole means Avogadro number of particles or species. So write examples. 1 mole of books means this many number of books. One mole of chairs means 6.023 into 10 power 23 chairs. 1 mole of sand. Okay, sand will come here. 1 mole of electrons. 1 mole of electrons is equal to 6.023 into 10 power 23 electrons. One mole of carbon atoms is equal to 6.023 into 10 power 23 carbon atoms. Now 1 mole of sodium. Tell me, 1 mole of sodium is exist in atomic form or molecular form?
Atomic.
Atomic form.
Atomic form. Metal, no, sodium, so atomic form. So 6.023 into 10 power 23 sodium atoms. One mole of oxygen atoms is equal to same. Instead of this, you can write Na also. Na oxygen atoms. Now example in form of molecules.
So, sir, now 1 mole of oxygen gas will become 2 into Na.
No, here is given atoms only, right?
If it is gas.
Okay, correct.
Then,
okay, I will write here carefully. See that first I will write in molecular form, then we are converting into atomic form. See, 1 mole of oxygen gas is equal to. So oxygen gas means it is exist in molecular form. So 6.023 into 10 power 23 O2 molecules or oxygen molecules. Correct, oxygen molecules. So now it contains how many atoms?
Sir, it will contain 2 times of the.
2 times of the Avogadro number, correct. So, or you may write like this also.
Sir, it is 12.04
Yeah, correct.
times per 23.
Oxygen atoms. Now 1 mole of water is equal to 1 mole of water is equal to Avogadro number of water molecules 6.023 into 10 power 23 H2O molecules. Write this also under examples. One mole of carbon dioxide is equal to 6.023 into 10 power 23 CO2 molecules.
Sir.
Yes, tell me.
So it will have, 1 mole of carbon dioxide will have 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 carbon
Yes.
atoms. 12.0246 into 10 to the power 23.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes, correct only. So this many molecules means one carbon is there means Avogadro number of carbons, double of the oxygen atoms are present. If you go through atoms, so you just mind it, 1 mole means this much number, whatever those, that is sand particle or grains or electrons or atoms, molecules, whatever it is, Avogadro number of those particles.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have a doubt.
Huh.
How did they find this big number?
How to?
How did they find this big number,
Okay,
sir?
okay. This is from Faraday's electrolysis is there, right? Faraday, Michael Faraday. From that,
Yes, sir.
from that experiment, they calculated this value. What they did, first, how much electricity is required to produce 1 mole of hydrogen gas, they calculated, right? How much amount of electricity is required to produce 1 mole of hydrogen gas. From that, they are getting in coulombs, how many coulombs or gas is required. So we know my electron charge is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. That how much charge is required divided by this Avogadro number, they got, what is sorry, just a minute, they calculated total charge required to produce half mole hydrogen gas divided by charge of electron, 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. So from that they calculated Avogadro number.
Sir, but how did they know that this much is only half mole?
Half mole, see, hydrogen is, they know just it having H2. Hydrogen gas means it having 2 hydrogen atoms it having. So they thought only to produce hydrogen atom means 1 electron is required. Hydrogen plus H plus 1 electron, it gives half H2. So they go through this equation. H plus plus electron gives half H2. They don't know that is even half mole. Okay. And not only by hydrogen, they compared with other gases also. Various gases are produced. Then they come to one conclusion. They are maintaining one particular value and multiple of that value. That value only finally they decided Avogadro number. Suppose if you go through in hydrogen gas, actually here we are taking 2H plus, then it gives 1 mole. 1 mole of hydrogen gas. To produce this, we require double the number of electrons. Means 2 into 6.023 into 10 power 23 is required. Suppose if you go for aluminum during the electrolysis process, it gives aluminum, right? Al3 plus 3 electron, it gives aluminum. Here the required charge is 3 Faradays they found. Here required charge is 2 Faradays. Further, they calculated how much Faraday means. Faraday means 96,500 coulombs is 1 Faraday. When you divide that 96,500 by charge of electron, you will get Avogadro number. This value by this 96,500 by 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. If you divide this, you will get Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23. Okay, next, mole in terms of volume. Third definition, mole in terms of volume. amount of the gas which has volume 22.4 liters at STP. So under STP conditions, if any gas occupies 22.4 liter of gas, that we can say that is 1 mole of that gas. So this is only we are applying for in gaseous phase of compound like carbon dioxide and oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen. So those gases we can apply. 1 mole of, yeah, tell me.
So this only applies to gases.
Gaseous phase. If compounds are exist in gaseous phase, we can apply this formula.
So what about liquid?
No, liquids we don't apply. Liquids we are going through mass only, through mass.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
Sir, I divided those two numbers.
Tell me how much you got.
Sir, after 6023,
Tell me what?
I got 6023.
Sorry, not getting voice clearly. Hello.
Sir, I got 6023. 7. Then 203. Dot 203.
Into?
Sir, into 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 19.
19. So point move this side here. 6.0237 into 10 power 23 we're getting, no?
Yes, sir, but it should be 224. No, sir. Why are we considering 2-3 only?
So then why do they say 6?
No. See, here I am telling that round figure value 96,500 is equal to 1 Faraday is round figure value.
So it's that value is also not accurate.
So actually, no, it's accurate, but we don't use that. So actual 1 Faraday is equal to, we are writing 96,400. Some values we are using 67 some, but round figure value we are maintaining this one. And in Avogadro number, if you see in any books and calculations, it's using 6.022 also using, 6.023 also using. So you go through any number, you will get approximate value only. And previously we solved problems based on Planck's constant. What is the actual Planck's constant? I said formula. Sorry, number
6.02526.
Yes.
10 to the power minus 34.
Okay, minus 34 joule second we are using. So this is okay. But in problems, how they are giving 6.63 are giving sometimes. If they didn't give, then we are substituting 6.626 or sometimes give substituting 6.625. In problems only they are giving sometimes 6.63 also. So like here also it's not mandated to use accurate value. It takes more time to do this and all. If you go through this much accuracy, so just if you are moving to 6.022 or 6.023. Okay, right. Next examples. One mole of carbon dioxide is equal to 22.4 liters of carbon dioxide at STP. 1 mole of nitrogen is equal to 22.4 liters of N2 at STP. So like this, you may take any kind of gas. 1 mole of hydrogen sulfide is equal to 22.4 liters of H2S at STP.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, here we are using 0 degrees Celsius, no, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, actually we should use Kelvin, no, sir?
We should give
Kelvin.
0 Kelvin means what? It is the lowest highly means the lowest temperature at this condition. No gas. We should not call gas. That everything exists in solid phase. STP means, yeah, okay, you can use either 0 degree Celsius or 273 Kelvin. STP means pressure is 1 atmosphere. Okay, just one definition you listen, but not mandated to apply in problematics. It's completed all of inverted examples.
Yes, sir.
So how to apply mole for ionic compounds? Suppose NaCl is ionic compound, KCl also ionic compound. So we are using the word molecule. The amount, suppose if you go through in terms of mass, 1 mole of a substance is equal to, we are writing it's gram atomic mass, right? Sorry, gram molecular mass in case of molecules. But NaCl, how to call now? It's a molecule or not? NaCl.
Yes,
the
sir.
atom.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
molecule only, no doubt. NaCl is molecule, KCl also molecule. We have various compounds, but these are ionic compounds. Some compounds exist in ionic phase, some compound exist in molecular phase. But actually, we can't conclude this substance is actually 100% ionic. Something substance is 100% covalent. Very few compounds exist like N2, Cl2, O2. Those we can say purely covalent compounds. NaCl, HCl. There is a electronegativity difference is there between hydrogen and chlorine. Here NaCl and also electronegativity difference is there. If electronegativity difference is more, then we can say it's a ionic compound, but not 100%. Already I said you in a periodic table also. If electronegativity difference is more than 1.5, then we can conclude it is an ionic compound, but not 100%. That is also. So, however, instead of using molecular mass, in case of ionic compounds, we are using its gram formula unit. Instead of using molecular mass, we are writing formula unit. No difference. Whatever you calculate in molecular mass, same we are writing here also. Suppose NaCl, 1 mole NaCl is equal to how much? Mass of NaCl. Calculate mass of NaCl.
58.5.
58.5. So that is only gram. Molecular mass also comes same. Formula unit mass, you can call formula unit mass. That's also same. Here no difference. But if in case any problems they mentioned formula unit, means that compound is ionic compound only. You can substitute same molecular mass. There is no difference. Calculate the number of moles in. Suppose question is calculate number of moles of NaCl formula units in 150 grams of NaCl. Suppose question is giving like calculate the number of moles of NaCl formula units in 150 grams of NaCl. Just formula units means instead of this you can use molecule also. Okay. So you don't confuse my in case of formula unit and molecule, you consider anything. Molecule only you consider, it's not a problem. Okay. Now summing up all formulas. Yes, tell me.
So which topic are we doing right now?
Hello.
So which topic are we doing right now? I got disconnected.
Say mole concept only we are continuing.
Okay, sir. Got it.
That's where how to apply ionic compounds. I am saying just they're using instead of molecule formula in it. Okay, now summing up these all formulas, right? 1 mole. Okay, here, right? If substance is atomic. We have 3 definitions according to 3 definitions. Yeah. Gram atomic mass. In terms of number, 6.023 into 10 power 23 atoms, or 22.4 liters at STP. This is applying for if substance is only gas. Suppose helium, neon, those gases we can apply 22.4 liters at STP. Suppose say 1 mole if substance is molecular. This also gram molecular mass. In terms of number, 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules. .4 liters at STP. It's completed.
Just 1 second, sir.
So these are considered as first formula. Next, second formula is sufficient, right? Number of moles is equal to given mass by gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass. So it depends upon substance. If it is atomic mass, means take gram atomic mass. If substance is molecular, write gram molecular mass. Another formula also, number of moles is equal to given entities divided by Avogadro number, 6.023 into 10 power 23. Sometimes giving particles, number of particles. That by Avogadro number, if you take, it gives number of moles. We'll do problems based on this.
Sir,
Yes. Tell me.
what is the last formula?
number of moles is equal to,
What is the last formula, sir?
this only, right?
Yes, sir.
Number
What
of
is it?
moles given
Like,
entities.
number of moles is equal to given in
Entities, ENTITES.
Sir, it should be number of entities, sir.
Yeah. Divided by 6.023 into 10 power 23. So here sometimes giving a number of particles, how many particles are giving. That by Avogadro number, if you take, it gives number of moles. So now mixed formulas we are taking to apply for suppose carbon dioxide gas. Ah, 1 mole of CO2 is equal to, in terms of mass, how much?
Sir, 44 grams.
Okay, 44 grams. Or you may write 1 mole of carbon dioxide is equal to, you may write 44 grams, or even you can write
Na molecules.
6.023 into yes, 23 CO2 molecules, or you can write in terms of volume also, 22.4 liters of carbon dioxide at STP. So this is one way, and suppose 1 mole of O2 is equal to, how to write this? Applying three
32
definitions.
grams or Na
32
O2
grams.
molecules or 2 times Na.
No, don't say atoms. Don't say atoms. Here I gave molecule. So express in molecules only. Here I gave atoms, no? Molecules. So express in molecules.
Okay, sir.
So Na molecules.
6.023 into 10 power 23. O2 molecules. Or 22.4 liter of O2 gas at STP. So that means if you take 22.4 liter of oxygen gas, that having mass 32 grams only. Even that 32 grams of oxygen having this much number of oxygen molecules.
Sir?
Yes, tell me.
Sir, it won't be true for NaCl in 22.4 liters, no, sir.
NaCl, that is solid. No, how we can apply? That's what this is applying for only gaseous substance, this one. So remaining two you can apply for NaCl. Molar mass and molecules, number of molecules you can apply for NaCl because it is a solid substance. Suppose if you see in water, that means water can exist, solid state, liquid and vapor state also, but NaCl can't exist. Vapor form, chlorine separates and sodium separates.
Okay, sir.
Yes, completed?
Yes.
Write these two examples also. Okay, then tomorrow we'll solve problems based on mole concept. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.